What's up, everybody? On today's video, I think I'm gonna sell my lot. So this is on the street where my lot is. You can see this house just got built. This lot here has been cleared, and you can see they're building a house right behind it. Okay, so this is my lot. It goes from roughly about right here to about right there. I think it's like, don't quote me on this, I think it's 80 by 120 or something like that. It's just a little over a quarter of an acre, and there's my lot. You can see I made a trail right through the middle. And there's actually a house that they just built. Nobody's living in this house yet. In fact, they just finished building this house. So there's my lot, there's an empty lot, and then there's a new house. And my lot has, the lot on that side's empty. The lot on this side's empty. That's an empty lot in that corner. Behind it's an empty lot. And there's a house, but it's kind of, you can't barely see it. So it's surrounded by mostly empty lots, which I think that's why I bought it. So this is a house that they built right next to my lot. Now, I called the real estate company that sells these houses, and they told me they're going for like $418,000 or something. However, I went on the real estate website and I looked it up, and they're really selling them for like $320,000, $340,000. So for some reason, the real estate agent felt like telling me $100,000 more than what they're actually selling for. Now, I don't know if that's the new construction costs and these are already built, but anyways, there's this house, there's an empty lot, and then there's my lot. So my lot is one lot away from this new house that just went in, and it's kind of like a roundabout street. But what caught me off guard is that, now I don't know if this is, according to a realtor, a lot on this street. So this is a loop and it wraps around. And this lot here, they're asking $30,000, but it hasn't sold because it's on a corner. Who the crap wants to live on a corner, right? So my lot's on this side of the road. On the other side of the loop, there's a lot, and one sold for 23 and one sold for 29. Now, don't quote me on that. That's what the real estate website says, realtor.com. So I'm thinking, hold on, if that lot sold for 29, why the crap wouldn't my lot sell for 29? Now, this one here, they're asking 30, and it hasn't sold, but it's a corner lot. And again, who wants to be on a corner lot? It's not cleared. So they're asking 30 for this, and that one sold for 29. My logic would tell me that my lot would be in the low 30s because it's a cleared lot. That's just my personal opinion. Now, I paid $17,500 when I bought it. However, this house hadn't got built. They hadn't even got started on that house, I think, if I remember. No, this was all wooded. So this house hadn't got built, and two other houses on this lot, I think, hadn't got built. On this street, hadn't got built. So I think they've built 3 new houses on this street since I bought. So that appreciates the value, because when they're building new houses on the street, it means it's a desirable little street. And it really is. It's quiet. There's rabbits running around, eagles and birds and crap. Who wouldn't want to live here? So basically, this is my lot. Now, the realtor that I'm going to use to sell it is the same realtor that sold it to me. So there's her card. And yes, it is a family member. Oh, crap. It is a family member of mine. But this is the realtor that sold me the lot. And I bought it for $17,500 less than a year ago. Okay. So that's her cell phone, her email. I don't know if her website's the same. I think she changed their website. It's one letter off now, I think. But that's her phone number. And this is the realtor that sold me the lot. And she did pretty good on the paperwork. So I'm going to use her again. There she is, looking all fresh. She sold me the lot, and she has the rights to sell it again. So I bought it for $17,500 plus title and this and that. I don't remember what the crap it was out the door. But after I bought it, it was all a complete jungle. If you go on Google Earth, you'll see that the lot is a complete jungle. I bought it. I cleared it. I knocked down all the poison ivy, which was horrendous. You guys remember I had poison ivy for a while. And then I planted a bunch of crap. See, I trimmed up the palm trees, made them look pretty. I did a lot. I mean, I went in here and I cleared it. And I brought like 3 or 4 loads of dirt to make this trail, because it was literally like a hole there. I guess there used to be ATV trails here, and they would dig up, they do like a big roundabout where they do donuts and stuff. Luckily, with this sign, no ATVs have been coming through here other than my own, luckily. So it seems like once I put up the palm trees, nobody's been running through the lot. And again, that's like from way back in the day. So I filled in the hole that it had. What was really weird about this lot I think the reason I got it cheaper, because really they were going for like 22 when I bought. I got it for a lot cheaper. One possibility is that the post is in the middle, and that isn't really cool. I've seen houses that have that. The way into the lot, now I've cleared it, right, was through here. And this is basically a ditch. But it looked like the whole lot was actually like flooded. But lucky for me, once we cleared it, once the bush hog came in here, or whatever the crap it's called, came in here and cleared it, we found out that the lot was actually had a pretty good elevation. It just had like this ditch in the middle, and we covered that up. So I've planted some banana trees through the front. And yes, I do have a few things over there just sitting there. Whatever, I'll get rid of that later. But I planted these banana trees, and they all grew. On this side, you can see there's a loquat tree, which I bought at the Home Depot. And I cleared it. I literally cleared the whole lot. Nice and clear. I left the big oak trees. I left the big palm trees. Normally, you're supposed to get rid of them. But how could you get rid of this if you don't have to right away? To me, it's beautiful. So there it is. Quite literally, this is my lot. And when I saw that lot go for like 29, I was like, if that sold for 29, there's the bunny rabbit. Yeah, just like kitties. You guys remember the skit we made in St. Louis? There it is. The bunny rabbit. So yeah, there's a lot of rabbits and stuff. I guess he lives here now. There's a lot of rabbits here. But you can see I planted sugarcane. I've planted loquats, which they grew too late in the year. And here's a loquats. They're not going to make it this late in the year. It's usually earlier in the year, but it's too hot now. So these loquats, they don't like the hot weather. So obviously these fruits are going to die. But it's a fruiting tree. I bought it. You can see the Home Depot badge. Those palm trees I bought. This palm tree I bought and planted. My friend Scotty gave me these beautiful bromeliads, and they're all up the front more. I know there's a lot of crap growing through here. I've been on the road so long that I haven't really had a chance to get in here. I got sugarcane growing, sugarcane. I bought that palm tree. There's two royal palm trees. There's one on this side, and then there's one on the other side over there. And there's papaya trees and banana trees that dot the edge of the property. My neighbor gave me a mango tree, which is back there. We'll get to that. So yes, I'm giving you guys an update on the lot, and I think I'm going to list it because, crap, if I can get double what I paid for in less than a year, why not? Let's see, I got more banana trees there. Our property line comes through here. It's not surveyed. Now I got a quote to survey, and it was like $3,000. I'm like, no. Not going to happen, because I used to pay for surveys, and they were like $250. Ooh, is that a survey line over there? My neighbor surveyed. Oh, they sold that lot. Guys, there's a survey. Somebody surveyed their lot, which means I'll know where my lot line is. Now, I think the lot that got surveyed sold, I think a lot sold in that street for like $21,000 or $22,000, something like that. But if they surveyed it, it means that now I know where my property line is, which is awesome because, yeah, they surveyed. Look. So my property line comes to here. All right, so that's great. They surveyed, and there's a house here, but I've never even met these people. So there's a survey line. That means that my property line goes to there. So actually, but those surveys line up with these? I don't think they do. I'll have to look it up. Maybe they don't line up. So that's for the back. Does that mean that my property goes actually to here? I'm not sure. It means my property might be more this way than I thought. Again, I got quotes for surveys that were so expensive. What I'll do is I'll look at the property appraiser. And it looks like if that's the property line for this lot behind me that sold, if they line up, then I know where my property would. I thought my property line was actually, well, you can see where I ran the banana trees through here. You see that I planted trees there. So it's actually about 4 feet more this way than what I thought, which is not a big deal. But I'll have to see if the survey lines for the back line up. And the reason they surveyed it, none of these lots adjacent to mine had got surveyed because none of them had sold. But all of a sudden, all these lots started selling. I'm going to guess, and again, I'm guessing, don't quote me on this. I'm guessing that this lot must have sold. That's why they surveyed it. Or this one could have sold, and that's why they surveyed it. But if they had sold this one, then they would have surveyed that way, and there's no more survey points on that side. So somebody surveyed, which means they're probably going to make a new house behind my house, which once they do that, I don't even know if I want my lot, because I like it because it's so serene. Like, I just come out here and lay a chair down and just hang out here. But if they're building a house there, I don't know if I want a house behind my house. Although I left this palm tree stuff here on purpose, kind of like a privacy hedge behind me. So anyways, it's really neat that survey line's there, because I didn't know my property line till this point. To go on the realtor app and look this crap up yourself. But that's an older house, and across the street's an older house. So no, they're worth less on that street because the houses are older. They're worth more on this street because the houses are brand new. So one block could be in the 20s, the next block can be in the 30s, simply because they're new houses. You're going to get multiple offers, and when you get multiple offers, that's what you go with. And I had it listed for a while, and I did get offers, and the offers were like $1,000 less than what I wanted. So I was like, you know what, we'll just wait a little bit longer. And looking back on it, it was probably the right decision, because now they're worth a lot more. So while I love my piece of land, if I can get twice what I paid for it, or just about twice what I paid for it, well, keep in mind, you have to paying a bobcat and a bush hog to come in here wasn't cheap. 3 loads of dirt wasn't cheap. So I probably got about 20. Oh, and I had to clear it before that to make a trail to get the bush hog in here. And we did that by hand, if you guys remember. So with all that, I think, if I can get like in the low mid 30s or something like that, I would probably sell it. And it wouldn't be a bad timing, because Katie and I are thinking about moving somewhere else. There's a lot of things that have really not worked out for us in Fort Myers. For one, the internet sucks. There's a house over there, and they sold that house. And I suspect that the reason they sold the house is because they built that new house over there, and they liked not having neighbors. So when they built that house, they were like, nope, we're done. They sold it. And right on the other side, a house sold, I think, for $350, and it sold like right away. So this area is really popping off right now. Rents in Fort Myers are ridiculous. Internet is ridiculous. And if you watch my YouTube videos, you'll see that my videos from Texas to Tennessee, it's just kind of like the northern mid-south, from like the Carolinas back to Tennessee, back to Texas, and kind of like the states in the central part of the country. Those videos seem to get a lot more views. And right now there's like so many YouTubers out of Fort Myers that it's really like, there's like, well, Action Kids just moved to Florida. You got Florida with 5. You got this realtor that lives here in Fort Myers. There's like 20 YouTubers out of Florida. So they're really burning Florida out. It means when I publish my Florida videos, they just don't get as many views. The only thing saving me is that I'm showing you guys kind of a different edge on stuff, and that keeps my videos a little bit relevant with Florida. But Florida videos aren't doing that well. We're thinking about leaving, and crap, if lots are going for nearly twice what I paid for, it might be time for me to let this go and just have a little bit of money so that I can move on to my next adventure. You know what? Even if I stay in Florida, I'm not 100% sure that I would want to keep this lot, because I have to build a house, and building a house is in the $300,000 to $400,000 price range right now. And you guys might think I'm moving a little bit fast, and you're probably right. I probably am moving too fast. So yeah, I probably am moving a little bit too fast. But you know what? If you're gonna make money, sometimes you gotta move fast. And to have money sitting in the bank doing nothing, I might as well put it into a piece of land and flip it. And who knows? I might use that money to buy 3 or 4 other pieces of land. Maybe I'll buy land somewhere else and then just continue buying real estate. But so that's also an option. An option is also to buy land somewhere else. So I sell this for like 30. I can buy 3 lots for 10 somewhere else. It's cheaper.